The watch costs $43. The jacket is older than some of the people in the grocery store. The car outside has a dent in the rear bumper that happened in a Walmart parking lot in 2016. You never fixed it. Not because you couldn't afford to, because you forgot it was there, and because nobody notices dents on a silver Toyota Corolla. That matters. Because if people do not notice you, they stop asking questions, and if they stop asking questions, you get to keep your life. You are 68 years old. You are standing in aisle 7, holding 2 boxes of store brand cereal and comparing price per ounce. A teenager stocking shelves walks past you without making eye contact. He assumes you are retired, maybe struggling, maybe lonely, maybe surviving on Social Security. He has no idea. The man debating cereal prices in front of him is worth $8.04 million. And that is exactly how you wanted it. Because the loudest thing you ever did with money was refuse to talk about it. Level 1. The unnoticed beginning. You are 20. 3. The apartment smells faintly like radiator heat and old cooking oil. 4th floor. No elevator. The carpet in the hallway has cigarette burns older than you. Your bedroom window faces another building so close, you could probably shake hands with the man across from you, if either of you cared enough to try. Your salary is $41,800 a year. Customer Service Coordinator. A job title fancy enough to sound important, small enough that nobody remembers your name after meetings. Your student loans are $21,400. Your checking account balance is $318. Your credit card debt is $2,061. Most of it from stupid things. Late night takeout, shoes you barely wear, a watch you bought because somebody online said successful men wear watches. You wear it twice, then stop. Because every time you check the time, you remember the bill. Your father is dying that year. Lung cancer. He never says cancer. He says, the lungs ain't what they used to be. Like it is weather. Like it might pass. On a rainy Thursday in November. He hands you a yellow envelope. Inside is $43. And a folded sheet of paper. 1 sentence. Nobody cares what you own. Only what you owe. That sentence bothers you. For months. Because everybody around you seems to care exactly what people own. Your friend Jake leases a BMW. $711 a month. Jake earns $49,000. Jake posts gym selfies, airport selfies, steakhouse selfies. Caption: hard work pays. Jake still owes his mother rent. But social media never mentions that part. At 23. You start writing every expense in a notebook. Coffee, $2.41. Gas $38. Groceries, $74. You stop eating out. You stop buying random things. You stop pretending. Nobody notices. That part surprises you. You thought people would ask questions. Nobody does. Turns out. Most people are too busy performing their own lives to watch yours. At the end of the first year, your net worth is still negative, minus $13,900, but something changed. For the first time, you are moving forward, and direction matters more than speed. Level 2, the boring years. You are 27. You work operations at a warehouse company. Nobody glamorous works there. Nobody gets rich there either. At least, that is what everyone says. You buy a used Toyota Corolla. $4,800 cash. Silver. 147. 0 miles. The seller is an old man named Raymond. Retired plumber. Lives in a small house with faded shutters, and a lawn that somehow looks professionally cut despite him doing it himself. You notice something strange. His refrigerator has magnets from Europe, Italy, France, Japan. Yet his house looks painfully average. He tells you something while drinking coffee from a chipped mug. The richest people I know look boring. You laugh. He doesn't. Then he tells you he retired with $2.07 million. No pension. No inheritance. Just index funds. Slowly, for 38 years. You write that sentence in your notebook. Rich people look boring. You increase your savings rate. 26%. Then 31%. Then 38%. Friends stop inviting you out as much. You decline too often. Jake upgrades to an Audi. Jake says, "You gotta enjoy life, man." Jake's credit score drops below 600. He never mentions that part you start reading. Books about behavior, patience, wealth, not getting rich, staying rich. That distinction changes everything. At 29, you meet Emily. She laughs at your Corolla, not in a mean way, in a warm way. She says, "This car looks like it pays taxes early." You marry her 2 years later. Wedding cost $6,200 backyard. String lights, cheap wine, good memories. Nobody remembers centerpieces anyway. Level 3. The crossing. You are 33. Combined income, $143,000. Combined savings, $42,000 a year. You still rent. Friends think you are behind. People your age are buying houses too early. Too expensive. Too fast. You wait. That feels embarrassing. Patience usually does. Then, the market crashes. Homes fall. You buy carefully. Not dream house. Just good house. Quiet neighborhood. Tree. Lined street. 700 square feet. Nothing impressive. Which is exactly why you like it. You hit your first $100,000 invested on a Tuesday night. 9:18 a.m. p.m. You are eating leftover pasta. Emily falls asleep on the couch. You stare at the number for 26 seconds. Then close the laptop. You do not celebrate. You do not post. You sleep. The next morning, nothing changes. And somehow, that feels powerful. Because real wealth arrives quietly. Level 4. The Invisible Millionaire. You are 41. Your daughter Mia is 7. She asks questions constantly. Why does the moon follow the car? Why do birds stand on one leg? Why don't we get a nicer car? You smile because technically, you could. You earn $172,000. Emily works part time now. The investments compound. Something strange starts happening. The money grows. Even when you do nothing. You put in $60,000. The market adds another $71,000. Then $93,000. Then more. For the first time, time is working for you.
What kind of call we cut and
not
sign
against
off?
you. Jake calls one night. 11:40. 9 p.m. He is crying. Second divorce. Credit cards maxed. Car repossessed. He says, "I thought I'd be ahead by now." You don't say, "You were," for a while. Instead, you ask if he ate dinner. He says no. You order pizza to his apartment, because people do not need lectures when they are drowning. They need kindness. At 44, your net worth crosses $1 million. You are pouring coffee, standing barefoot in the kitchen, still wearing sweatpants. The mug costs 50 cents from a garage sale. The app says, $1,032,881. You stare. Then put your phone down. Mia still needs to get to school. The dog still needs food. Life continues. That surprises you. Nobody claps. No music plays. The sky outside still looks gray. And that is when you understand something. The first million is silent. Level 5. The Architect. You are 52. Net worth, $3.04 million. Nobody knows. Not neighbors. Not coworkers. Not family. You learn something dangerous about visible wealth. The moment people see it, they rewrite who they think you are. Every success becomes luck. Every opinion becomes money talking. Every kindness becomes suspicious. So you stay quiet. You drive your third Corolla. You wear plain clothes. You say, "Work's good." When people ask how things are going, you start funding scholarships quietly. Community college students, trade school grants, single mothers. No name attached. No social media post. No gala. Just help. Because wealth stops feeling like winning and starts feeling like responsibility. Level 6. The bridge. You are 61. Mia is 28. She works as a teacher. She earns less than she could elsewhere, but she loves it. And that matters, because money is useful, but meaning matters more. Your portfolio passes $6 million. The house is paid off. No debt. No stress. The Corolla has 212,000 miles. Still runs. Still boring. Still perfect. Jake visits one afternoon. Gray hair, quiet voice. He drives a used Honda now. He says, "You won." You shake your head. Number. I just waited. He cries a little. You pretend not to notice. Because dignity matters. Level 7. The final rule. You are 68. October. Cold morning 6:40. 1 a.m. Coffee steaming on the porch. Emily beside you. Mia visiting. Your grandson asleep on the couch inside. You open the notebook. The first page. Age 20. $343. The final page. Age 60. 8,412,318. The number feels strange. Too big. Too abstract. Like reading someone else's story. You write one sentence underneath it. Wealth grows best in silence. You hand Mia the notebook. She asks, "What's the lesson?" You think for a long time, then finally say, "Most people spend money trying to look rich. The rich ones usually spend time trying to stay free." You tell her, the car never mattered. The watch never mattered. The house never mattered. Freedom mattered. Choice mattered. Peace mattered. And discipline. Discipline mattered most. You smile. Because nobody ever envied your life. Nobody copied it. Nobody tried to compete with you, which made it easier to protect outside. A young man pulls into the neighborhood in a leased BMW. Music loud. Phone camera up. Big smile. Caption already written, "We made it." Across the street, another young man sits at a kitchen table in a small apartment staring at bills. He opens an envelope. Inside is $50. And one sentence, written softly in pencil. Nobody cares what you own. Only what you owe. He does not understand it yet. He thinks he does. He thinks it is advice. He does not realize it is survival. And somewhere inside a drawer, the notebook waits, already beginning to soften. From the heat of another hand.